Hmm.
Recording.
Hmm.
Zoom.
Recording in progress.
घेतलं काय घेतलं घेतलं ते
Free आहे.
आम्हाला कसं इथं पण
हम्म.
ते फक्त व्हॉइस रेकॉर्डिंग होतं वाचून
हम्म.
This meeting is being recorded.
रेकॉर्डिंग केलं.
काय म्हणता?
फोनचं रेकॉर्डिंग चेतनच्या
हम्म. हम्म. हे घ्या. कसं आहे ना? हे घ्या. Bhagwad Gita 9.1. You have to read. You have to read आणि हे बंद करते मी डोकं एकच राहू द्या. हे तुम्हाला वाचायचं अँड देन यू हॅव टू इन युअर ओन वर्ड्स गिव्ह द पर्पट. तुम्हाला काय समजलं? व्हॉट डज दिस श्लोका इम्प्लाय? हे करायचं.
एकच बॅग वाचन
हा, एकच हे 9.1 फक्त 1.
पूर्ण जमणार
9.1 एकच श्लोक वाचायचं ना.
श्री भगवान उवाच इदं तु गुह्यतं प्रवक्ष्याम्यं सूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षस्य The Supreme Personality, Sri Bhagwan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, translation, the Supreme Personality of God said, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, and I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge of and realization, knowing which you shall relive of the mysteries of material existence. As a devotee hears more and more about the Supreme Lord and he becomes enlightened. This hearing process is recommended in the Srimad Bhagavatam. This message of Supreme Personality of Godhead are full of potencies, and these potencies can be realized if topics regarding the Supreme Godhead are discussed among the devotees. This cannot be achieved by association of mental speculators and academic scholars, for it is realized knowledge. The devotee The devotees are constantly engaged in the Supreme Lord's service.
1 minute.
The Lord understands the mentality.
1 minute. We'll just put on the camera. Don't worry. आपल्या घरातच राहील हे. मी जस्ट टेस्ट करायला.
Progress.
Please go.
The Lord understands the mentality sincerely. Mentality and sincerity of particular living entity who is engaged in Krishna consciousness and gives him the intelligence to understand the science of Krishna in the association of devotees. Discussion of Krishna is very potent, and if the fortunate person has such association and tries to assimilate the knowledge, then he will surely make advancement towards spiritual realization Lord Krishna. In order to encourage Arjuna to higher and higher elevation in his potent service, describes in this ninth chapter matters more confidential than he was already disclosed. The very beginning of Bhagwad Gita, the first chapter is more or less introduction to the rest of the book, and in the second and third chapter, the spiritual knowledge described is called confidential. Topics discussed in the seventh and eighth chapters are specifically related to devotional service, and because they bring enlightenment in the Krishna consciousness, they are called more confidential. But the matter which are described in the ninth chapter deal with unalloyed pure devotion. Therefore, this is called most confidential. One who is situated in the most confidential knowledge of Krishna is naturally transcendental. Transcendental. He therefore has no material pangs, although he is in the material world. In the Rasamrita Sindhu, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is said that although one who has a sincere desire to render loving service to the Supreme Lord is situated in the conditional state of material existence, he is to be considered liberated. Similarly, we shall find Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter that anyone who is engaged in the way, the liberated person. Now, this is the first verse has significance. The words idam Dhyanam, this knowledge refer to pure devotional service, which consists of 9 different activities: hearing, chanting, remembering, serving, worshipping, praying, obeying, maintaining friendship, and surrendering everything. By practice of these 9 elements of the devotional service, one is elevated to spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. When one's heart is cleared of material contamination, one can understand the science of Krishna. Simply to understand that his living as entity is not material, is not sufficient. That may be the beginning of spiritual realization, but one should recognize the difference between the activities of the body and spiritual activities of one who understands he is not the body. In the seventh chapter, we have already discussed the opulent potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his different energies in the different energies, the inferior and superior natures, and all these material manifestations. Now, in the chapter 9, glories of the Lord will be del- delineated. The Sanskrit word anasuye is the verse of the significant. Generally, the commentators
Sanskrit na?
Anasuyave.
हाँ.
Anasuyave is a verse is also very significant. Generally, the commentators, even if they are highly scholarly, are envious of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even the most erudite scholars write on Bhagavad Gita very inaccurately because they are envious of Krishna. Their commentaries are unless the the commentaries are useless. The commentaries are given by devotees of the Lord are bona fide. No one can explain Bhagavad Gita or give perfect knowledge of Krishna if he is envious. One who criticizes the character of Krishna without knowing him is a fool. So such commentaries should be very carefully avoided. For one who understands Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, the pure transcendental personality, these chapters should be very beneficial.
So, what is the shloka about? What is this ninth chapter about?
Ninth chapter, first of all, they have given the this is a very important chapter because it is related to devotional service as compared to the chapters. And the other thing, if you want to uplift your devotional service, then what are the different 8 things available, like chanting, chanting, remembering, all these 8 things they have given in the here. So that should be followed, means wherever possible. At the same time, you have to have good association of good people to complete these 8 steps. Because if you have association of good people, that
Correct.
impacts your mind or body, whatever. And first of all, we have to understand we are material world, we are body as well as soul, but basically in spiritual world, from spiritual point of view, we are only soul, and that is serving to Krishna. So from devotional perspective. And the second thing, the trusted source of the writings like into the Shastra, Veda, including Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad, we have to have trusted source. We cannot listen to other people's commentary.
Other which people?
Other means non-devotee, or they are just what the specific word they have given. So they are not saints, or they are not they did not understand properly.
There is one word which is used specific. Can you recall it?
No, I cannot recall it.
Who are such people? The last paragraph it is there.
Even something. Erudite scholars. Erudite scholars.
Why are they written that?
Right.
The reason.
Because they write down Bhagavad Gita very inaccurate.
Okay.
So,
And
oriental Bhagavad Gita.
so what happens next when they write very inaccurately?
Because they are envious to Krishna, their commentaries are useless.
Correct. Envious is the word. Envious means they are envious of Krishna, so their commentaries are useless. What is their envy about Krishna is that instantly they feel that they are greater than Krishna and their qualities are more better than Krishna. That is envy.
Yeah.
And not only that, they want to even malign the character of those devotees who are good and wanting to present God as He is. So that is the word.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vinu. Thank you very much for your assistance. Vijay Prabhu. And thank you.
Yeah.
Hari Bol.